this stuff about how Luka, maybe Dan, you could do some quick research. There's some sort of thing he's got to sign in the offseason that would extend his stay and blah, 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 blah. Like there's some sort of way maybe he could get out of it or do some sort of deal. And I was just getting hammered over and over and over again. Like, hey, man, hey, you dummies. It wasn't complimentary. The deal that's out there that makes the most sense is to do something and get Luka here.
Well, according to this, and I'm not sure when it was posted, they're expecting him to sign a deal with the Lakers. He has an option for 26-27.
Okay.
So he's under contract for this year and then a player option. So he could just refuse to sign it, do his player, the last year of his contract, and then opt out.
Okay.
I don't understand the NBA with this stuff, but is there more money to be had from the Lakers?
Yes.
Or is there – okay.
Like he can make $229 million extension with the Lakers, and if he went somewhere else in 2 years, it probably inflation, everything might go up, but it'd probably be around what Murray signed, 208, 209.
So if Luka then theoretically made it clear to the Lakers, I am not going to sign my extension. I'm not going to do it, even though it's in 2 years. Theoretically, there's a way for him to force a trade.
Theoretically.
Well, I don't think you would have to. It wouldn't be a trade. You can just opt out.
But in a year, he's still under contract for 25, 26.
If he didn't want to play there next year.
Got it.
Right.
Say, by the way, I ain't signing with you guys.
Okay.
Right. Like, I'm walking.
Yeah,
I ain't going to sign
I'm not picking
this.
my option. I'm not signing
so
here.
You better trade me.
Okay.
Yeah, he could do that.
I mean, that's how a lot of guys try to force their way out.
Yeah. Well, Chris Paul, Anthony Davis. I'm not sure if LeBron did that in Miami or if he was just
Okay. Let's play it out just a little bit. Just for fun.
Yes.
Imagine that Luka wanted to play with Jokic and was willing to be belligerent to the Lakers. What kind of deal would it take to get Luka?
Well, if you want to wait 2 years.
No. I want to do it now.
Well, they got Luka for DeAndre Jordan before, so DeAndre Jordan.
Make him available for DeAndre?
Yeah, I mean, AD for Luka.
You know what's funny? Lakers could use Jamal Murray. Jamal Murray would fit in with the Lakers.
Okay.
Michael Porter Jr. may fit in with the Lakers. Michael Porter Jr. has been a killer in Los Angeles. He has had some of his best games.
At Staples.
Yes, he has. He's played great there. Jamal Murray and MPJ and Partridge in a Pear Tree for Luka. But Luka would have to be a willing participant and force his way out, which I don't know if he'd want to do.
Is LeBron James still playing basketball?
He is next year.
He decided he's playing one more year?
No, I don't know. I'm just saying.
I'm just playing theoretical.
The guy's an egomaniac. He's in great shape.
He's
in good enough shape.
I tend to agree with you that he's probably playing basketball next year.
Plus, everybody's always dreamed of playing 2 seasons with their son.
Of course. I just wonder if LeBron James impacts it. Meaning, if LeBron's out of the picture, why the hell would Luka want out of L.A.?
Now, why would Luka want out of L.A. to play with Jokic? I mean, if I had to make that argument.
You have to see where he grew up. Is the city too big? The travel too big?
Yeah.
I mean, you're not living downtown probably if you're him, And so
dude, I'm watching the documentary about Arenas and Crittenden. Have you watched that? About the gun stuff? Oh, dude, you got to watch it. Have you seen it, Tyler?
No.
It's unreal. So Crittenden gets dealt to Los Angeles, and he's lonely in Los Angeles. Like you said, maybe the city doesn't fit him or whatever. I'm not saying Luka needs friends, but Crittenden was so desperate for friends. When he was a Laker, he joined the Crips because he wasn't hanging out with anybody from the team. So he got in line with the Crips so he could have some friends in Los Angeles.
Wow.
You got to see this documentary. It's wild, the two of them, what was going on. And our guy, Earl Boykins. And, who did Shaq make fun of all the time? Big guy. Oh, come on.
For the Lakers?
JaVale McGee.
JaVale McGee.
Oh.
JaVale McGee and Earl Boykins were right in the middle of the initial beef that set this whole thing off. It was the gambling debt on the plane because you guys as pro athletes play for these, like, ridiculous amounts of money.
I've never seen a gun pulled, but I have seen a starting quarterback tear his pec in a fight on a plane over a card game.
This whole beat between the two of those.
Never knew we had air marshals on a plane until that happened.
Is that right?
I'm dead serious. Yeah. I was in the game. I was in the game, and dude gets up over the seat because you're playing like hanging over the seats, and he gets over and he just starts wailing. Well, rips his pec.
Wow.
This dude stands up. I've never known on any of these flights we ever had an air marshal. You probably do too on these NBA flights, and you don't even know it.
Well, they have tons of security guys.
He stands up, flashes a badge. He's like, "Hey, we're about to ground this flight. Get this under control."
Wow.
Guess what we did when we got to the hotel?
Played.
Well, that pot didn't get cleared yet. We had to go clear that pot. After the dude tears his pec, we go up to the hotel room and we finish the hand.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
Well, that money's still in there. I mean, if you're willing to rip your pec about it, you care about that money.
We playing Tonk or playing Boo-Ray?
Boo-Ray. Yeah, you know how Boo-Ray gets.
All right.
$10 hands, you get thousands.
Dude, I saw a dollar hand get up to like 2,000.
Yep.
Should Joker? First of all, how do you think that would be with Luka and Joker on the team?
I don't know.
Awesome.
I guess we start there.
I'm trying to get my I like Luka as a player back.
What do you mean?
I'm trying to get my I like Luka as a
put
player
him in a
back.
Nuggets jersey.
You little down on Luka?
Put him in a Nuggets jersey and you'll like him.
I think he's just he's zero defense, but okay, that's fine. And all the offense he does is go one-on-one. He doesn't move. He doesn't cut.
Okay. So you're not sold on it, period.
He's a little less talented or a little more talented Carmelo Anthony.
Okay.
I think it would take about 10 seconds to fall in love with Luka in a Nuggets jersey.
Okay.
I'm just looking at this basketball player.
I got you. Is there anybody in particular you do want?
I would trade literally everybody except for Nikola Jokic for Luka.
Well, the money with Jamal would work out. I mean, that would be one of the few guys you could probably do. I would assume it's kind of straight up. In fact, you have to probably throw in a little bit more for Luka, but I don't know. I'm sure it's close. And Los Angeles would have a need for Jamal Murray, assuming LeBron's still there too.
They also need a center, so throw in DeAndre Jordan.
Well, DeAndre,
he's a free agent.
Yeah, he's going to go wherever he wants to go. He's going to, wherever he can find a home would be fine. Anybody in particular you want? I'll get to the Westbrook stuff here.
That is truly
Anybody?
available.
You want Trae Young? I mean, who do you want? Yeah. I mean, somebody within the realm of possibility.
I haven't thought that Trae Young would be intriguing to me. Durant, the 37, scared me a little bit, but I don't know how much gas he's got in.
Mm-hmm.
But he's still a great shooter.
You could just say a collection of, the next up-and-comers, too, if you just want bench depth. You wouldn't have to trade your big five, and you could just sort of fiddle with things. Yeah. But that's all you got. You got fiddling to do because you don't have any draft picks.
Yeah, you either got major moves or fiddling. And you might have major move with fiddling.
You could. I think what's going to happen is the deeper we get into the offseason, the more we're going to realize a healthy starting five of the Nuggets might be the best starting five still in basketball.
I think it's a top 2 or 3 for sure. The problem is, can you get them to late April healthy?
Well, it's what I said yesterday. The starting five is capable of winning a championship, but the starting five can't win a championship without the depth, and you can't get the depth by maintaining the same starting five.
No, and this starting five, as good as they are, and if you look at like Michael Porter Jr.'s numbers, they're really, really good overall. Can you get them healthy and have them survive an entire season to get what you need for that 2-month marathon or sprint to the championship? These are complicated and tough questions because that starting five is going to get you 46, 48 wins. No problem. They're going to get you the worst you're going to be with that starting five. The worst you're going to be would be 5th place in the Western Conference. But is that good enough to win a championship?
Well, Minnesota's hoping it is.
As it turns out,
from the 6th spot,
and they got rid of Cat.
It was pretty funny listening to the difference. Nikola Jokic was not the only one asked after the game if this starting five could win a championship. Jamal Murray was asked that question also. And when Nikola was asked that question, Nikola says,
We didn't.
Well, we didn't. If we could, we would have. You asked Jamal Murray that, and he says, yes, 100%, absolutely.
Well, one guy ain't going nowhere, and one guy could go somewhere. So you might want to probably temper your answers to that status, right?
All right, let me give you the Russell Westbrook thing.
What would you do if the Nuggets traded Nikola to the Lakers?
Stop.
Ooh.
For what? Kareem in a time machine?
LeBron James.
Okay. Really? Seriously?